Well, sometimes it's not very pretty, but you guys walk away with 2 points in this one. As a whole in this game, what was the definition? Was it battle or was it a little bit of something else?
Yeah, I think just resilience. I mean, we did stick with it. I think the talk was all positive, and we all thought that, we could come back and win, so it's a huge character win.
Can you walk us through your goal? Obviously really critical to spark a little bit of that momentum late.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we had a tough power the one before, so just tried to simplify, win a few more battles and get pucks to the net. I mean, that's been a, area of talk the last few days here, is to shoot more, and good things happen when you shoot it.
And just as far as, celebrating the overtime win with Keller, getting that goal, what'd you say? Any congratulations? What was the talk after the fact?
Yeah, just nice play, nice shot. To get a 6-on-5 goal, we haven't had one this year. Really nice individual effort by him, and then, nice route by him too. Kind of a 2-on-2, caught his guy sleeping, nice shot. So he had a good game tonight.
You guys won or lost in overtime for every single game of this homestand. How important was it for this group to go 6-0-2 on this, or 5-0-2?
Maybe a 6-0-1.
Or 6-0-1, sorry.
Nah. Huge. I mean, we talked about it. We had a lot of road games to start, and you got to take advantage of these when the standings are tight. I think you try to string a couple together and just want to keep it going now.
Krause's effort, blocking shots on the PK, scores, his driving, physicality. What did you like out of his game as his teammate?
Yeah, I mean, he's a horse. He does a lot of work. I mean, he's on the forecheck a lot. He plays dirty minutes, first PK, stuff like that. So, I mean, he's a huge part of this success, is just how well he's played this year.
How would you describe the way that your captain took over that game late?
Yeah, I mean, resilient. I think the talk was all positive throughout, and great individual effort on that empty net goal. Nice play. Scored a similar one in Seattle a few years ago, and the building was loud, so I think that's huge.
Is there a lesson in there somewhere to be learned about not giving up and not quitting on the back check until the final whistle? That kind of thing?
Yeah, that was a great play. That was wild. He kind of kept holding it, and he's got a good stick, and that was the play of the game, really. I mean, we're not talking here if he doesn't do that. So great play by him, great fight by Boehner. Draws a penalty there too, and we end up scoring. So those are two huge plays.
Momentum is fickle, and in this game it was a story of momentum. How did you guys pull yourself out of those moments where it felt like it was kind of hard to get out of?
I think just grinding. We took a lot of penalties, and PK got us a big kill to start the period, then just go. There's a lot of time to score 2 goals and just keep chipping away and keep shooting it, and I thought that we did that.
What was the reaction on the bench to that save by Veggie there?
Yeah. I was on the ice. I think I kind of lost the puck there, but that's a huge save. There's so many guys who made key plays tonight, and, it's a team game, and without every guy here, we're not winning that one.
How'd it feel to get the first 6-on-5 goal in Mammoth history?
It's nice. About time, I think. It took a while. Nice play by him, and hopefully we have more of that to come.
Thanks,
Guenther's words just now, we wouldn't be here talking without all the team's effort. How much of this team effort really required what you guys were able to do tonight?
Yeah, it was great. We stuck with it. We, obviously knew that we weren't playing great, and there's a lot of mistakes and just dumb mistakes, really. And we just kept fighting. So many guys made key plays, Veg making saves. We talked about it in the room after, but none of this happens if Schmaltzy doesn't back check and give everything he's got to strip them before they score the empty net, and that's the difference sometimes. So unbelievable play by him.
The level of belief, do you feel that in a game like today, especially? I know you guys are very competitive, and this is the MO, especially at this homestand, but do you feel the belief, and does the room feel the belief? Yeah,
for sure. I think we've talked about it, and there's times in the game where maybe you have control and the other team pushes back, and we've struggled to kind of get back to our game, or vice versa. I think tonight was a good example of them pushing hard and us just kind of sticking around, and key plays at certain times. And I think like I said, so many guys made great plays, and even after the second period, we had tons of talk in the room. Guys were positive. Who cares however many penalties we took or what happened the first 40 minutes. We just kept going.
6-0-1 on this homestand. What was the significance of not only putting together performances but building off of it, ending strong?
Yeah, I think just staying even keel. You can be humbled very quickly. You're never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad as you think you are. So I think just finding that middle ground, we've really feel like everyone's bought in right now, and we're playing for one another. We're giving everything we got. Lots of ups and downs, but we got to keep it going. There's a lot of season left, and we have a big road trip coming up, and that's what we have to move our focus onto now.
Your line was really impactful. Krause had a big block on the PK. He scored. He was driving. He was forechecking. What did you see of his game and his effort tonight?
Yeah, he's such a great player, person, guy in the locker room. Like, he does everything for the team, does everything right. I can't say enough good things about him, and it's great to see him get rewarded. He, has been working on his shot a lot. He's doing the little things, that the rest of you guys might not see, and we all see it. So it's great to see him get rewarded, and he's going to bring that same effort every single night.
What goes through your mind when you have the puck on your stick in a high-pressure situation like that with a good scoring chance? I know a lot of guys would probably choke, and you never do.
That's a good question. I think, I think a lot of it's belief and, the mental talk that I'm saying to myself in my head. And, I think I've always just trusted my training. I know I've done everything possible to, leave myself in a good position and let the rest take care of itself. I skate, every day in the summer by myself, a couple other guys. I work on those, touches, all those things. So, I'm smoother, I'm cleaner, I'm confident. Like, there's nothing to, be worried about or second guess. Like, it's just a second nature to me, and something that, I want to continue to get better at. And even throughout the season, just before practice, those little details, touches, like, I think it really does make a difference.
Entertainment business, huh? That's I think if I look the sheet, where's the attendance? 16 something. I think they all got entertained tonight. There's really happy about our comeback. Obviously, it's a big goal in the power play at key moment. It's often talk. Obviously, we want to produce on the power play, but as well want to produce in key moment, and that was a key moment. Our first 6-on-5 goal in our franchise history. That was a clutch one, obviously. And in overtime, really good goal. Like the way we turned things around in the second period. There's things we didn't like about the game. It's obvious you watch the game, but I would like to focus a lot on the positive, because if I get and talk about what we didn't like, I think we will shadow the good thing, are not banal. They're not just thing happen on the regular basis. I think that's the key. Those key goals, those comeback, the grit we showed in the second period. We had a good push. I think the fight of Boehner as well was a turning point, and we all know the play of the game is Schmaltzy's strip. So all of that, those are a lot of positive, and I don't want to take the spotlight off those things.
So many times when we talk about momentum, you say, if you stack one good shift on another good shift, and that's what really happened before those 2 goals in 36 seconds. What were those individual efforts that you saw in those lines efforts to get things going?
Yeah. That's the way we have to play. It was just predictable, fast, quick, simple. That's what we have to build off. And I think tonight we had the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that was the good. I think when we started to play that way, that was successful. When we didn't, but I will let you guess what happened. So I think there were. It's a good opportunity for us to learn in the victory and in a good situation.
We talk a lot about the development of these young players. What does a game like this do for their development as they grow in the NHL?
It's a good question. I think I'll turn that as it's a good development for our team to understand the good, the bad, and the ugly. When we didn't do what we had to do, what should happen happened. We got what we deserved, and when we did what we had to do, we were successful. So we need to learn in that, and I think it's part of a long season, a process, a grind. It's great to do it in victory. It's get the 2 points, but we need to learn from it.
Same question, but similar question. But how does that help develop, Keller in terms of a captain? To go through the end there, to put the team on his back, and to get 2 clutch goals.
For us, doesn't change anything. We think that of him. He didn't prove anything to me tonight. I know that's what he is. So it was not like, oh, really, he can do that? He did that in the past. I trust him in those situations. I know he has it in him. I know he wants to make difference. And I will say more than that. I think that's probably the reason number one is a great captain for us. It's like we always tell you, he's never satisfied. He always wants more. He wants to be an elite player. He's not happy just to be good. He wants to be great, and he's never satisfied. That's what make him great, and that's what make him the kind of captain we like. I think that's it. It's good when you back it up once in a while, but I think it's Michael Jordan. He was saying the number of shots he missed, that's why he succeeded that as many times. I think you cannot expect Keller or Guenther or any other player in the league or in our team to do that every night, but once in a while you trust they will.
In terms of the progress of this team not letting games like that spiral and you're able to come back, the in-between parts where momentum is fickle, what are you seeing from maybe leaders or voices in the room to pick up and encourage and take accountability to continue that positive stretch?
It's self-pride or pride as a team is really important, and we're proud of our homestand. We're proud of the way we play. We were proud of the way we played in December and how consistent we were. But result kind of helped that. And big thing tonight for us, it was to make sure we keep that rolling. You don't want to wake up the next day and feel like you let it go or you fail or whatever. I think we're feeling confident. We're feeling good about ourselves. Like I said, we have opportunity to learn today. We're doing it in victory, so can enjoy that. But if you get comfortable, that's how the game will humble you. So we need to stay uncomfortable, confident, and push forward and get better.
How happy were you to see Schmaltz extend that effort and for him to be rewarded?
You know what I'm happy? I'm happy to everybody see it, because that's what we see from Schmaltz. And I talk about it last year, and I talk about it this year, and I talk about his play away from the puck, and I talk about his effort and his IQ and the way he defends, the way he strip pucks or he get body position in battle and all stuff. Sometimes it's not everybody will see that, or you need to really pay attention. And when there's a highlight play like that, I think it highlight his performance and how he impact our team. And I'm glad for him and for everybody who were here at the Delta or watching our game who see that and can highlight what Nick Schmaltz mean for our team.
Very successful homestand. What do you guys got to do to keep this going onto the road?
Well, I think we need to learn from tonight in a positive manner. We need to be hungry to keep pushing forward. We have 7 games before the break. That will be a really good opponent. It will be a tougher schedule. So let's embrace the grind and let's go out there. And it's an important game. Nashville is right there with us, so let's take it for what it is, a 4-point game, and then we'll go play the Florida team and Carolina, all great opponent, before we come back here from our fans and finish it with 2 and 3 great games here.
Continuing the talk of Schmaltz, have you ever seen a strip like that on what seemed like just an absolute goal?
Well, on TV, not live. I think that was really good. I think never quit. I like that stuff. When any of your player in your team, but especially when it's one of your leader and when it's desperation, where there were a lot of guys on the ice for both teams who had quit on the play. They were kind of, game is over. And he never quit, and he just stripped the guy. The guy's a veteran. And it's the same on the tying goal. Kels is going against a defenseman who will be at the Olympics for Canada. And he stripped him to cut the net and take the space and put it in. So I think those are key play.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you.